And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, boys and girls. Today, I have some bangers for you, motherfucker. I literally just got done scrolling on my Facebook, you know, regular morning, regular shit. You know what I mean? I'm scrolling on my Facebook and there's a story about, oh no, it wasn't even Facebook. It was TikTok. I'm scrolling on TikTok, laughing, haha, hee hee. I get to this one. There's a picture of this pregnant lady and the caption, it states, if I have problems during labor, don't save the baby, save me. When I saw that shit, I was dead off rip. And then it's like one of those videos that you gotta swipe over. You gotta swipe over and there's more photos. So I'm swiping over, first of all, it's a picture of a pregnant lady. I'm swiping over, it's the same picture of a pregnant lady. But each time, it's a single word from that sentence. If there's a problem during labor, save me, not the kid. And I'm like, yo, people are actually becoming savages in 2025. But then I started reading more into it. I opened the comments and I started reading the comments, scrolling through the comments. And then I found the name, Adriana Smith. Who is this lady and why are people agreeing with this statement? And how does it connect? I wanted to know more about this story. When I searched this lady's name up, the title stated, pregnant Georgia mother on life support, brain dead pregnant woman. So today we're gonna be watching a video on what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is this?
You following the story of Adriana Smith, a 30-year-old nurse and mother who is on life support at Emory Hospital. Doctors discovered blood clots in her brain back in February, and her family says even though doctors have now said she is brain dead, the hospital told them under Georgia law it must keep her on life support because she's pregnant. Well, now as Adriana's pregnancy progresses, her family is facing several questions, like who's responsible for these growing medical bills? What are the family's legal rights? And what happens when the law steps in to make these painful decisions?
Whoa,
so at that
what
point,
the fuck,
we
dude?
continue with the pregnancy.
No, seriously, like, what the fuck? This whole scenario is, nigga, who paid? Oh my God. I'm pretty sure the kid is still alive. So if the kid is still alive, that means he's still related to the family. You can't just throw away the baby just because she's dead and because, oh wow, this is crossing some lines.
That we didn't have a choice or a say about. And I just want to be clear on something.
Uh-huh.
We want her to have her baby.
Okay.
We want her life to continue throughout her children.
Right.
But at the same time, to see her lay there like that for that length of time.
Damn, bro.
The grieving process for us, it can't even start.
And tonight, 11 Alive's Aisha Howard takes a closer look.
Damn, so it's like, is she freshly pregnant?
Speaking to 3 experts about the legal, health, and financial challenges this case raises and what it means for families across Georgia.
There's a lot to unpack here. Emory declined to comment on specifics of the case, but released a statement saying it uses consensus from clinical experts, medical literature, and legal guidance to support our providers as they make individualized treatment recommendations in compliance with Georgia's abortion laws and all other applicable laws. Its top priorities continue to be the safety and well-being of the patients we serve. But a spokesperson of the Georgia's Attorney General's office seems to contradict that, saying in a statement, there is nothing in the Life Act that requires medical professionals to keep a woman on life support after brain death. Removing life support is not an action with the purpose to terminate a pregnancy. So I turned to Georgia State University health law professor Allison Whelan to ask how there could...
This is really crossing, like, now that they're getting into it, now that they have to take their legal hands and get involved, this is becoming like, is this abortion? Is this like, yo, what the fuck? While the mother, the mother of the person can't even make, oh no, this isn't okay.
Could be different legal views on this.
Part of the issue we have going on here is also the fear and the chilling effect that is going on for medical professionals. So because of the vagueness of the law, the concern is that because they didn't have this interpretation from the Attorney General at the time they had to make the decision.
Adriana's family says doctors plan to keep her on life support until early August. That's when they hope to deliver her baby via C-section. I asked OBGYN Dr. Sujatha Reddy, who is not associated with this case, if this situation may affect the baby's health.
They plan on keeping this lady on life support while she's brain dead for months. What in the fuck? Like, yo, what? Is this okay?
So if her organs are functioning and her blood is flowing, and if she's on a ventilator, her lungs are getting oxygen, that baby can continue to grow. There have been about 100 cases of pregnant women who are labeled brain dead who then go on to deliver a child. So it is not unheard of. It is very, very rare. But if all her other organ systems are functioning and they are able to provide nutrition, possibly through IV or maybe tube feeds into the stomach, that baby can grow.
Another question that's come up: who's responsible for the medical bills? We took that question to...
Yo, I don't know how I feel about this, dude. Like, did the mother, is the mother, like, oh my god, she probably didn't even think that this was gonna happen. So like, they didn't even, oh my god, bro, like, oh wow. I'm pretty sure the mother would probably, I don't know. What do you do in this instance? I think you just go with what the family says. I think you just go with what the family says, gang.
Probate attorney Brian Douglas, who also is not associated with the case.
Unless someone else signs to be financially responsible, that you can't attach to them. Same with a credit card, right? It transcends all things, debt related, unless you agree to be responsible for that debt as a responsible party. And the family's not responsible for that.
We'll be watching closely to see how this case progresses in the meantime.
Especially since they decided to make the decisions in this. If the family isn't making decisions, why the fuck am I financially responsible for the decisions that you decided to make? Especially when they go against what I want, my wishes. What the fuck?
Adriana's family says they've named her unborn son Chance because through him, they feel like she's getting a second chance. For a closer look, I'm Aisha Howard.
Wow, that was actually okay. That was actually a clever name. Clever fucking name, Gango. Okay. Oh wait, well, wrong button. That was not a good video to be clapping at. That was insane, dude. Like, wowzers, gang. That is a crazy scenario. How do you even deal with such a politically, legal, and morally conflicting challenge like that? Like, that's insane.